Hello, everyone. Uh, Welcome to the day two of Public Speaking Bootcamp. I am Sakshi Sahani Kochar, and I am your facilitator for today. We had covered the foundations of public speaking yesterday, um, and we are about to start with our second program today. Just give me a hi if you are there, if you can listen to me, so that I know some of us are here already. Hello, Shobhit. Um, Hello, Yashwant. Very good afternoon. Good evening. So, how was your day today? How has been the day till now? If quickly you can put it in the chat. How has been the day till today? Hello, Saurabh. Hi, Gaurav. Hi, Natraj. Yes, it's good to know your day has been good so far. It's great to know you had an energetic day, Natraj. And as we start the session for today, can I also just, not only me, rather, you can also check on your feelings and just put it in the chat. How are you feeling right now? Any emoji which appropriately tells you about your feelings, please choose and put it in the chat. How are you feeling right now? Good afternoon, Saurabh. Quickly, just put in, use certain emojis to put in your feelings in the chat. As we start the session, how are you feeling right now? Lovely. Good to see those smileys over there. And anyone quickly who can just summarize or just kind of, make help us revise what all did we cover yesterday? What all do you remember from yesterday? And this is a small quick test for you all now. What all do you remember from yesterday? We all will clap for the person who tells us the right thing. Thank you, everyone, for checking in your feelings. Um, is there no one who remembers what we did yesterday? All right, Faisal, probably you can check on the recording from yesterday, yesterday's video. But people who had attended, if you can put it in the chat quickly, what you remember from yesterday. Yes, Solace speaker, Solace seeker. Um, How to overcome the fear of public speaking? Absolutely. Yashwant, you remember the examples we took from yesterday? It was about AI recycling, it was about deep breath. Yes. Gaurav, you need to specify a little more. Public speaking is what we are covering even today and tomorrow. So, under that, what all did we cover? So, you need to be a little more specific over there. Yes, so more or less, it's you people have put it right. Yesterday we spoke about how to overcome your fear of public speaking. We said that the fear of public speaking or stage fright is one of the most common fear majority of the population feels or undergoes, and we spoke about how is that we can overcome it. We spoke about certain visualization exercises, certain deep breath exercises. We're going to, add into it a little bit more even today. And yes, we spoke about how to do our audience analysis. We need to know who are they, from where are they coming, why are they coming, what are their needs, what are their expectations, how much do they already know, to what level do we need to take them. We need to know everything about our audience. We did talk about how to structure our speech. We spoke about how we should be introducing our speech, what should be the body, or how we should be ending it. And we took few scenarios like the way Yashwant has mentioned about the importance of AI or the importance of recycling. We did an exercise where we said that there is a single topic, and yes, Kumkum, thank you. I'll just come back to what you have mentioned over there. So we spoke about how the topic of importance of recycling can be told to elementary school students as well as to business professionals. And we discussed that we need to give them relevant examples. Certain keywords are what is necessary for any kind of or a different kind of an audience. We need to adapt our content. So the same content can be discussed in front of different audience, but we will always have to tweak in our content. Um, and Kumkum, you have rightly mentioned that we spoke about the three V's of effective speaking, which was verbal, vocal, and visual. And that's what we are going to cover in detail today. We said that these three V's out of this verbal is the king, which is also the content, and the other two V's are the ministers of this king, who help in the correct ruling of this king. So, a round of applause for each one of you who have mentioned what we mentioned, what all we discussed yesterday. You can clap for yourself, or you can even clap for Soleil, Seeker, Yashwant, and Kumkum. I'm very happy that you could crisply summarize the session from yesterday. Moving forward, let me present my slide to you. So, this is what we are going to cover today. It's mastering delivery techniques, mastering your voice, body, and the nerves. Today's agenda is we will be talking about how to manage our nervousness. We all feel those butterflies in the stomach, and today we will get to know how to convert or turn these butterflies into our superpowers and become super speakers. You people mentioned about some of your wish, your public speaking superpowers that you wish you had. Also, we'll discuss how to control our voice so that it becomes captivating while uh, we are speaking or giving our speeches. and the importance of body language and gestures which speak without our words. But before we move forward, do tell me which topic is that you are most excited about, or which is the topic you are most interested in. Is it managing your nervousness, controlling your voice, controlling your tone, or your body language, or your gestures? Which is the topic you would want to deep dive more into, or which is the topic which interests you more? Please put it in the chat. Yashwant, you say it's body language. All right. Okay. So Ayan, I will try and incorporate little bit of interviews also, because nervousness, body language, your gestures, even your voice control also make a part of interviews. Tanya says body language. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. So, if you can tell me, how do you feel when you people are nervous? What are the signs of your nervousness? In respect to public speaking, when you are there on the stage, or whenever you have to speak in front of public, um, how do you come to know that you're feeling nervous? What exactly tells you that, oh, right now I'm feeling nervous? So, what is it that tells you that you're feeling nervous? Or maybe I'm feeling scared, or maybe I'm feeling little, my heartbeat beats faster. Okay, all right. Thanks, Tanya, for sharing. Anyone else? What are the symptoms of your nervousness? How do you people come to know I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling nervous right now? Anyone gets butterflies in the stomach? Overthinking, all right. Okay, the words that are in the mind doesn't come on tongue. Okay. Yashwan says that I feel scared. All right. Thank you so much for sharing how your nervousness feels like. These are absolutely very common symptoms of feeling nervous. Many a times it happens that people start sweating. They may have absolutely correct, Vallabh. Hands may start shaking, even legs may start shaking, heartbeat becomes faster, breathing becomes faster, my tongue gets tight. Okay, we may be at loss of certain words, we may start sweating, we may forget what is that we wanted to speak, we may not be able to even speak, uh, we may just even go blank. So these are all the kind of physiological symptoms of feeling nervous. uh, but again, what is that you do to calm yourself down? So whenever, okay, you have to go, let's say, for a speaking session, a public speaking session. Now you're feeling nervous. So what is that you do to kind of calm yourself down? Because any which ways you have to present on stage, or you have to be in front of the people. So what do you do? How do you calm yourself? or what comes to your aid? Kindly put it in the chat. How do you calm yourself down if you're feeling nervous before any speaking session? What do you do? Anyone quickly? Let's see, how do you beat your nervousness? Okay, Yashwant is saying I deep breathe. Okay, thank you, Yashwant. Anyone else, what do you do? Or do you surrender to nervousness? Don't tell me. Deep breath. All right. Thank you so much, Yashwant and Vallabh, for sharing your strategies for beating nervousness. These are actually effective in case you are actually practicing them. So nervousness is basically anxiety. What is nervousness? Let me tell you. Nervousness is anxiety. Um, you may have heightened um, breathing. The heart will also beat faster. For few people, the face also turns red. You may start sweating behind your ear. We've already spoken about hands shaking, legs shaking. We become numb. We are at loss of certain words. All these are signs of nervousness. Uh, but is nervousness bad? Is it is it bad to get nervous? Is it bad to feel anxious? Is it wrong? What do you people think? We shouldn't feel nervous at all? Is it like that? Or we can feel nervous? Okay. No. No is for what, Tanya? You said no. No is it? Do you mean to say that we shouldn't feel nervous? I'm ready instead of being nervous. All right. So people who are writing, just no. Tell me if you're saying that nervousness is not bad. Is no for that? We can feel, yes, we can feel nervous. It's quite normal. It's very human to feel nervous. We all are humans, and under similar situation, generally, we all feel the same emotions. We all undergo the same pain, same struggles. So it's quite normal for us humans to feel nervous when it is. When it's when we are doing a public speaking session. Yes, absolutely, Tanya, it's human to feel nervous. It also shows that you're really concerned about the outcome of the session. In terms of, when I refer to public speaking, so feeling nervous actually means that you're really concerned that how will it turn out to be, how it is going to be. I'm feeling scared because I want my session to go really nice, and I want that I should be able to finish my speech on time. People should like it. I should be able to engage audience. Someone yesterday said that they want to be like good storytellers. So if I incorporate storytelling in my session, people should like it. So all of these expectations is what we really want to come true out of our sessions, and that's why we feel nervous. So this is the positive side of it, how we want our session to go. We also feel nervous because of the fear that my session shouldn't fumble anywhere. People, it's not that people just get up and leave my session. It shouldn't happen that I am not able to answer any questions thrown at me. So these are some of the fears that we have. Or what is that if people do not like my session, right? Or what if I'm not able to build in a good impression on my audience? What if my session doesn't really make any sense to them? So these are certain fears which we have while we appear for public speaking, and we really don't want any of these things, uh, to actually happen. Any of these fears to come true. So one is we want our sessions to go positively, and then there is this another part of how we don't want our sessions to go. So one is we want our sessions to go positively, and one we really don't want to go them bad. But as the law of attraction says, the universe knows nothing, whether it is good or it is bad. So, what I suggest is always think that I want my session to go really great. I want people to stay engaged in my session. I want people to find my session interesting, right? So, this is how we should rather be thinking before we set ourselves for any kind of a public speaking opportunity. So think positively when you are going there. And coming back to nervousness is absolutely normal. We all feel normal. We all feel it. Even I feel it. I have been training so many people. Sometimes I may have an offline session in terms of a big number of audience. Sometimes the session would be in front of a small number of audience. Sometimes it is online. Sometimes there could be another mode. So every time, the mode changes, your audience change because of technology. uh, we also have to become friendly with technology. We also have to adapt technology. Sometimes, see, now in these kind of sessions, we are not able to see our viewers, we are not able to see our audience. So that's again one more challenge. But feeling nervous doesn't really help any one of us. But it's normal. We all feel it. Even after so many years of working and delivering sessions, I also feel nervous. But then what is important is that we feel nervous in acceptable quantities or under acceptable levels. Our nervousness should not speak or overshadow us, right? Let it be inside us and not visible to our audience, right? Um, Even if it is visible in small quantities or small number, that's okay, because our audience will also understand that the speaker is also human. All right. And you may feel nervous at the start of the session, but as you go on, you forget your nervousness because you become so engaged with your audience, you become so engaged in delivering your content that you actually end up forgetting about your nervousness. It's just at the starting of a session that you feel. Once you are through that stage, you forget your nervousness and you are completely into the session. So tame your nervousness, let it be just inside you and not overshadow and not appear so explicitly to your audience. Now, what to do about that? How to keep it inside us? That's the question. So let's look at it. How is that we can tame our nervousness? Allow me to share my presentation here. One of the ideas is diaphragmatic breathing. This supports our vocal projection and also reduces our tension. Anyone who knows how to, what is diaphragmatic breathing? Yes or no? Kindly put it in the chat. Okay, Natraj, I read your thing. You said I get blank and everything in front seems like white. I get you. Anyone who's aware about what is diaphragmatic breathing, kindly do not Google and then give me the answer. If you know the answer, say yes. Otherwise, it could be no. Okay, speak from abdomen. All right. Anyone else? What is diaphragmatic breathing? All right. Okay. So, diaphragmatic breathing is we are going to do it now, all of us. Can we all just sit straight? Please sit straight. One hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. When we inhale from our nose. We inhale through our nose. And we will exhale through our mouth. And also, please notice while you are exhaling through your mouth, you will see the hand on your stomach will move, as in it will move forward and backward, while the one on the chest won't move. So, are we all ready? On a count of one, two, three, we breathe through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Let's start. We take 3 deep breaths. And the last one. Thank you. How do you feel after these 3 controlled breaths? If you feel better, you can put calm or relaxed in the chat box. So, this is diaphragmatic breathing. We breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth, keeping our hands on our chest and our stomachs. Yes, thank you, Natraj and Tanya. So, once you do it before any of the sessions, it actually helps to deal with your nervousness. Reason number one is because while you are uh, focusing on your breath, which comes through your nose and it's getting out of your mouth, you're actually directing your attention to your hands, to your nose, to your mouth, to your brain, instead of the nervousness thoughts which you were focusing on, before this exercise. So one thing is taking away your attention from one point to another, and second is deep breath by its nature itself helps to calm down certain physiological responses, which are the symptoms of nervousness. And let me tell you, the physiological symptoms of nervousness and excitement are the same. It's just that we may not really, feel that. So nervousness may still feel more negative, whereas excitement feels positive. Uh, but actually the physiological symptoms for both the emotions are the same. So deep breathing or diaphragmatic breathing helps in calming yourself down by taking your focus from the thoughts to your breath. Any questions, anyone till now? And apart from breathing, what more you can do is, let me present to you, is visualization. How many of you remember the visualization exercise that we did yesterday, wherein you were asked to close your eyes and imagine that you are there on a stage in particular color clothes and you're delivering a speech? If you remember, please type in yes. So, visualization is something wherein you start seeing yourself as successful in in everything you want to do, or um, yeah. So, visualization is something wherein you visualize your success. You know, the way you want the outcome to be. So suppose you, in terms of public speaking, you know, you really want that the speech should go really well. It should be an amazing session that I should have. So you have to visualize your success. So it's like, you know, you are actually living it. You're actually living that moment. And visualization again is one of the ways of manifestation. So if you manifest something, you have to imagine it, and your imagination has to be so strong that it actually comes true. So you have to visualize your success in any area of your life, whichever thing you are manifesting. And like the way I said yesterday, um, you have to visualize even a successful speech. If you know, if nervousness is something which is really a hurdle in between, and even if not, everyone would want that, you know, for whatever thing you are going for, whatever task you go for, that you accomplish it. So, any task you can manifest and make it successful through visualization. Yes, so coming back to my question, do you people remember the visualization exercise we did yesterday? Say yes if you remember. If you do not remember, feel free to say no. I'm waiting for your responses there in the chat. Another way of calming your nervousness is taking pauses. Many a times it happens that when someone is nervous, they may start feeling very fast. They may start talking very fast. Just it's like, the nervousness is just kind of, sorry, not nervousness. The words are just kind of, falling out of your mouth. They speak so fast. It happens in interviews also. Someone had spoken about nervousness in interviews, so it happens over there as well. We may feel that as soon as the interviewer has asked us certain questions, at once we have to answer. We cannot take any time, in answering. No, that's wrong. You have to take time to first listen. First thing is listening. At times, um, all right, Natraj. So, nervousness doesn't even allow us to listen to the interview. The kind of question or what question he or she is asking. You're so nervous even at times of interviews. So, first thing is, again, before you go for interview, visualize your success in interview. So, this is with respect to interviews. Start visualizing that you're sitting on that seat over there in front of the interviewer and you're answering all the questions correctly. You have a smile on your face, uh, you have confidence reflecting in your eyes, you have a confident body language there, and you're really able to answer all the questions well, and you walk out of the room smilingly and you are satisfied that the way I have answered, I think I've answered all the questions very well. So visualization is equally important in terms of succeeding in interviews. Coming back to nervousness, you can always use diaphragmatic breathing even before you appear for an interview. It will help to control your nervousness. And also, I think someone mentioned about overthinking. So, what I would say is, whenever you are trapped in these thoughts of overthinking, just remind yourself that this is the moment where I don't have to think anything, and however the questions are going to be, I'll look into it. Of course, your preparation has to be there, because if preparation is not there, we won't really be able to do anything. So preparation is the key, whether it's interviews or it's public speaking. But as far as overthinking is also concerned, just tell your mind to stop. Consciously tell your mind to stop. um, in therapies, it so happens that uh, the 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 one who is going for therapy, we call them as patients. They are taught to tell stop to these intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts are the ones which repeatedly keep coming. So when you consciously say stop, the thoughts stop because the mind listens to you, right? So again, coming back to interviews, it's important that you first listen to the interviewer before you answer. Do not come under this pressure that I have to reply at once. So when I used to attend interviews, this is the thought I used to get. So this was during the initial days of my career. This is, this is what I really used to feel. But then somehow I realized that if I'm not giving my time to myself to think, how will I answer? And at times nervousness reaches its peak, that it doesn't even allow you to listen what the interviewer is saying. So if you're not listening, how will you answer? Don't get into this pressure that I have to answer at once. You may give wrong answers, which will actually kind of, reflect on you. It won't really make you successful. So take time, listen. If you haven't got it really correct, ask the interviewer, what is that you're asking? Can you repeat yourself? Or if you ask for certain clarification, you can ask. You're not going to have any negative marking if you are asking for any clarification. It will just keep you composed. Also, one of the things for interviews is that you can rephrase whatever your interviewer is saying, and while you rephrase, you get certain time to think about the answer and then you speak about it. So the another thing is that take time. Take pauses even while you are talking, even while you're speaking. You can take pauses. Small fraction of pauses you can always take to think what is that you would want to do next. Audience analysis, this is again something which is very important. So, any questions till now before I move on to the next agenda for today? Are we all together? Any questions till here? Uh, Natraj, I hope I was able to answer your question for the interviews. I'm again repeating diaphragmatic breathing and visualization, even taking pauses, is very helpful in dealing with nervousness. If you are not able to deal with your nervousness, your audience get it. They understand that you're feeling nervous. Even your interviewer understands that you're feeling nervous. And again, they are also humans. They will give you time. At times, interviewer will also ask you that just relax, take your time, have a glass of water, and then you can answer. Absolutely, Natraj. Please do practice it. So, anyone who remembers what is the next agenda for today? We are done with managing nervousness. Anyone, if remembers, kindly put it into the chat quickly. What is the next agenda for today? I had already shown you. Okay, let's move forward. And we talk about voice control and tone. Um, so, what is the importance of voice in delivering presentations or in public speaking? Anyone, quickly in your words, please tell me, please share with us what are your views about what is the importance of voice in public speaking? How significant is voice in public speaking? Can anyone put it in the chat? How significant is voice in public speaking? Or what is the role of voice in public speaking? This is as per you. What do you think? Is the content everything? Having a good content, is it enough? Or do you need something extra? So, our voice is something which helps us delivering our content. Without a voice, no matter how wonderful or how great is the content, yes, emotional impact and authority. Yes. So what do you mean? What I understand, Solace, is that you're saying that voice helps us provide that emotional impact and authority while we are presenting. Thank you so much for that input. It is a great input. Um, so content or our message is words, but to deliver those words, we need a voice. And to deliver that content effectively, we need a controlled voice. When I say controlled voice, I mean that a voice wherein we can include emotions. Those emotions can be any emotions. All right. How many emotions do you all know? Please put it in the chat. How many emotions do you all know? What are the different kind of emotions that you may undergo through in a day, in a week, in a month. Please put it in the chat quickly. What are the different emotions that you undergo? So, together we are actually creating an emotional library here through the chat. Happiness, thank you. What else? What are the other emotions? Love, anger, frustration. Yes, absolutely. Anyone else, any other emotions other than these? Sad, being sad, yes, sadness, despair, grief, excitement, nervousness, absolutely. Um, Sympathy, we may be empathetic also, we may be sympathetic also, we could be um, unkind also. So, these are the various emotions that we all undergo as humans, and our voice gives us the ability to include all these contents, or sorry, all these emotions in our message. Yes, the words are there, energetic, thank you. Yes, the words are there, but those words need a voice to convey them. So that's why that is what is voice control, and that's the significance of voice control while we present or while we are delivering speeches. If we want to connect with our audience, and that's what public speaking is all about, we not only need words, we need voice, and in that voice, we need emotions. So the emotional connect with audience comes through our voice and through the emotions that we display through our voice. All right. Okay, let's move forward. Allow me to share the screen. So there are certain elements of voice control, and one of the element is pitch. So what is pitch? Pitch is basically the highness or lowness of a voice, and it is the most noticeable characteristic of voice. Sometimes we may hear something, which comes at a very high pitch, and you may want to really, just close your ears. Yes, because it's so sharp that you would really want to just close your ears because of the pitch of that sound. And pitch, like the way I just mentioned, it is the most noticeable characteristic of any voice. Sometimes, someone would speak, sometimes we will tell someone, okay, can you speak little softly? Can you be, can you be, can you lower the volume? Right? So it's basically the highness or lowness of a voice. We ask people, when we are delivering any speech or when we are presenting, am I audible? That's what we ask, right? So what we are checking is the pitch of our voice. Are they able to really hear us or not? And do not confuse it with the volume. We will talk about volume also, but just remember, pitch is the highness or lowness of voice. Now, um, pay attention to this. I am stopping the slide here. Okay. So pay attention to this as I say, I can't believe it. When I say, I can't believe it. What emotion do you think I'm trying to convey? Please put it in the chat. When I said, I can't believe it. Okay, I'm shocked. Anyone else? Something unexpected has happened. All right. Anyone else? Any other guesses? Okay, now listen to me again carefully when I say, I can't believe it. Hope I was audible. I'll repeat myself again. I can't believe it. What emotion do you understand from my voice? Frustrated. Kind of negative thing happened. Yes, absolutely. So the first way when I said it, um, someone mentioned that something unexpected happened, um, and when I said it in the second way, when I said it more softly, I said it in a way that the voice was falling, the volume or the pitch was low. Um, okay, I'm surprised. Yes, disbelief. Okay, yes. So see, how you people are coming up with different emotions. Different emotions is what you are able to make out of my voice when I said the same statement in two different ways. So one was, with a rising pitch, and someone said that, okay, probably you are shocked, something unexpected has happened, and then something, you know, uh, you are when I said it in a falling voice, someone said, okay, it's a disbelief. So there is again, a difference of emotion which is coming in, right? Something could be even frustrating. So we see, that how you people are giving me different emotions for the way I said the same statement twice. So that is what is pitch is all about. It is the highness or the lowness of voice. Sometimes when we speak something at a high pitch, it can convey enthusiasm, energy. It can also convey anger. It can also convey frustration, right? And something when we say at a lower pitch, it can uh, deliver something which is unexpectedly happen, something sad, right? So that's how we differentiate pitch. Let's move on to the next element of voice here. So this is space. I hope my slide is visible. Yes. So pace is basically the rate at which one delivers their words during a speech or a conversation. It is basically measured in words per minute. So pace is basically the speed at which we are speaking. A normal pace for a person during it's a, I should say, a conversational pace, as in, you're having a friendly conversation with anyone. So your normal pace could be 120 to 150 words per minute, and a fast pace of is in the range of 200 to 450 words per minute. So generally, we may see commentators, who have a habit of speaking fast, or it's their nature, or the work is like that. You have to speak fast, so they would be speaking at a fast pace. Again, pace adds variety to your voice. Sometimes you will have to speak in a fast way, some manner. Sometimes you will have to speak slowly. Again, bases your audience. Suppose it's elementary students, so you cannot go very fast with them. You will have to go slowly. Even with senior citizens, you may not be able to go very fast. You will have to go slowly. But people, let's say, of the business professionals, or maybe let's say the students, you can go at a faster rate. So you also need to see who are your audience, and what is their knowledge level, what's their age level also, and accordingly you decide your pace. Also, for making important points or any analysis, whenever you are doing, if you're presenting any analysis, or whenever you are presenting any problems, even solutions to the problems, you will have to speak at a lower pace, right? So that people are actually able to comprehend whatever you're saying. They are able to understand what is that you're saying, and you have to give them time also to understand your message. So that's more or less about pace. Any questions still here? Oh, I'm so sorry, Natraj. It's now that my screen is visible, and I was talking about pace. We move on to the next element, and it is volume. Volume is basically the loudness or softness of your voice. We have spoken about pitch, we have spoken about pace. We are now talking about volume, which is the loudness or softness of your voice. Again, to add variety to our speeches, to our voice, we need volume. If it is a bigger room, we may have to speak loudly. If it is a smaller room, we can comparatively speak softly. If we want certain kind of actions, or if we want certain kind of emotions to be conveyed, we will again have to alter our volume levels. So for example, if we are conveying anger, we may speak loudly. If we are giving arguments, we will speak loudly, so that it shows that we are frustrated and we are angry, right? At political party speeches, you must have seen, these politicians, whenever they're accusing different parties, they will speak loudly. Or even when they are trying to make certain point, when they are talking about their own achievements, their own credibilities, they will talk loudly, because you're actually trying to prove in a point. And when, let's say, someone has to kind of you know uh, what should I say, has to emphasize on secrecy, that would go at a lower voice. A secret is never told at a loud voice. A secret is told at a low voice, right? Even if you must have also seen sometimes comedians, they would use even whispers in their speeches. A whisper could be with a wink also, or a different kind of a facial expression, which which uh, which depicts a laughter, a sarcasm, right? A joke. So even whispers can also be used in your speeches because again they convey something. Calmness. So when I we were doing this visualization activity yesterday, my voice I had purposefully kept it calm so that this is what I'm trying to provide to you in that exercise. I want to transfer my calmness to you. So in that exercise, I was speaking very calmly. So I hope you're able to understand how we are we are actually using different elements of voice to convey our emotions to our audience. Any questions still here? Yes, no, please put it in the chat. Are we all clear till here? Are we all together? Yes. Please type in yes or no. All right. Okay. Now if I can ask you all, can you show or how will you show uh, you are saying hello to each other in an excited manner? In excitement, how will you show hi to each other in the chat? Write hello in the chat with excitement. How will you write hello in the chat with excitement? Natraj, I just come to your question. Meanwhile, yes. Um, how will convey your excitement in hello? Say hello to everyone excitedly. So I see OG has written too many Y there in the high, in the hey rather, and Natraj has mentioned double L and triple O's to say hello. Others, what about you? Show me some excitement over there. And how will you write hello? Okay, hello, yes. Solis has written yes. Thank you, Natraj. You have given a new spelling to the word hello. And I also see a hand emoji there. Thank you so much. So, see now, when you people are given a task, you're getting so creative. And even in chat, you are showing the excitement. So, that means you're capable of showing various emotions even when you're publicly speaking. So, just come out of that, cocoon of oh, I may get nervous, what if I be, at loss of words. So you can actually do it. It's just that you have to push yourself to do it. That's it. We all are capable of many good things. Okay. So, Natraj, coming back to your question, you said in a large gathering without a mic, if I need to speak with lot of disturbance, how to manage? First of all, if I can understand from you, what is that lot of disturbance? If you can specify what is that lot of disturbance? Kindly put in the chat, Natraj, and I'll get back to you uh, because that would help me to answer your question well. So please specify that lot of disturbance. What do you mean by lot of disturbance? What kind of disturbance? Okay, so okay, Natraj says public speaking in between themselves, like discussion. Okay, so you mean to say that there is in a public speaking session you don't have a mic and it's a large audience and they start speaking amongst themselves. All right. So, see, first of all, going back to yesterday, your content has to be really good. First of all, when I say the content has to be good, I mean the structuring of the content. The start has to be good. Uh, of course, the body is any which is there. If you take examples which are relevant to your audience, they will listen to you. Also, when you do not have mic, it is advisable that you start walking in between the aisles. Start looking at your audiences into their eyes when you are talking to them, when you're delivering your speech. Ask them questions in between. Create some humor. Let them laugh. Try and do certain short activities in between wherein they are involved, they get involved. It could be a poll, it could be a quiz, um, it could just be something, let's say, just everyone wave your hands, right? Or if, let's say, like the way we are doing in the chat right now, uh, if you agree, say yes. So if you agree, please wave your hand or raise your hand. So it's basically all about engaging with your audience. You have to be loud when you do not have a mic, it is a large audience. You have to have wisely, you have to move between your participants. You can move between the aisles, you can go closer to them, you can move far away. But again, this movement has to be very purposeful movement. Don't just walk like a bear. It has to be a purposeful movement. You approach them, you take a pause, you stand, you talk. You can again move them back, then go in the another direction. And engagement comes through questions, it comes through stories. You can tell them stories. You can even ask them their experiences on whatever topic you have or whatever feels relevant uh, during that particular subsection of your content. You can ask them questions. People are very interested in talking about themselves. No one is really interested in listening to others, but everyone is very fond of speaking about themselves. So if you make them speak about themselves, their experiences, or their problems, their solutions, they are very interested. But of course, you will have to look at the time you have in hand. What else you can do is you can make them play certain games. Um, they should be relevant to your topic. Again, they have to be time bound. You will have to see um, how many people can play that game at a time, what all resources do you have. So these are the different ways of um engaging your audience and not let them really lose them, even if you don't have a mic. I hope I have answered your question. We move forward to the next element, which is tone of the voice. So the slide which I have put up now is called varying tone, and tone is something which adds emotions and attitude to our voice. Um, it helps highlighting key points and connect with our audience. We can use our tone to convey enthusiasm, our seriousness, our empathy, our disbelief, our frustration, our anger, any emotion we can put it in our tone and speak. Okay. All right. Now listen to me carefully as I say this, and I want you to put in the chat the feeling that you understand from my words. What emotion do you understand when I say, um, one moment? Yes. So again, just pay attention when I say this. We did our best, and the results were amazing. What do you think I'm trying to convey? I'll repeat. We did our best, and the results were amazing. Please put in the chat what emotion do you get from me, or what emotion do you receive as I said this. Are we all together here? What emotion I'm trying to convey? Happy that you pull off something and you succeeded. Absolutely. Thank you, Solis. Now, again, please pay attention as I say, in spite of the best of our efforts, the results were disappointing. In spite of the best of our efforts, the results were disappointing. Yes, thank you, Natraj. Um, Also, please respond to the second statement that I've made. In spite of the best of our efforts, the results were disappointing. Yes, I'm disappointed by the results. I'm not happy. I'm sad. Thank you so much for your responses. So, like the way I mentioned, that tone is something which is so important to convey your emotions to your audience, and that's how you can make a connect with your audience. Let's move forward. I'm sharing my screen again. Again, rate volume, pitch, pace, and tone from the most important to the least important in controlling your voice. As per you, please put it in the chat. You can put like one, two, three, four. And as per you, which is the most important to the least important? Volume, pitch, pace, and tone. What do you think? In terms of most important to least important, rate volume, pitch, pace, and tone to add variety to your voice. I'm again reminding you here it's from the most important to the least important. So something which is most important becomes one, and going down to the least important, it becomes two, three, and four. Are we all here together? Okay, Natraj says volume. All right. So what I understand, Natraj, you're saying volume is the most important. Kindly rate the other three also. Ideally, okay. One is tone, then pace, volume, and then pitch. All right. Ideally, all four are important, and all four go hand in hand. So there's actually no which ways, that we can say that one is important and the others are not important. All of them are equally important. But thank you so much, and let's move forward. We talk about body language and gestures. All right. So, anyone, if you can tell me, what do you understand by body language? What is body language? What is body language? Our body communicates non verbally, and it either contradicts or reinforces the verbal messages that we give to our audience. So, that is what is body language. And um, non verbal explanation, gesture of body features. Yes, thank you. So, um, body language, it is non verbally communicating. This again happens just like public speaking, it again happens in all the social interactions one may come across. When you're talking to people, talking to your friends casually, talking to parents at home, talking to your professors, talking to your boss, talking in an interview, even there, body language is something which is really important, and it is equally important in public speaking. And our body language should be such that whatever message or whatever words we are using, it should reinforce those words and not contradict. When I say body language, it means how I sit, how I stand, how I walk, how am I leaning, how do I keep my arms, right? All that is body language. And here I'll just show you a quick snippet of a good body language during public speaking. So, this is the perfect body language for public speaking. Face the audience as much as possible, even if, let's suppose you have to write on a whiteboard. So turn yourself in a way where even if you, while you're writing, you are still facing your audience, and do not show your back to your audience. So probably, if let's say this is the board, write like this and not like this. Hold the eye contact with your audience. Eye contact is something really important. When we look into their eyes, we capture their attention, and so do they ours. Take deep breaths to help your voice project. Do not talk too fastly, because talking too fast also makes you look nervous. At the same time, audience do not get what is that you're speaking. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. So that means keep distance between your feet. Don't join your feet and do not join your feet and stand. Smile. Have pleasant expressions as you speak. Stand up with your shoulders back. Do not kind of, just slouch, and use gestures to emphasize your words. These gestures we are going to talk little more in detail little later. And move around the presentation space to make your speech dynamic. Don't just keep standing there at one place and speak. Many times it happens that you're given a podium. So you have this habit of keeping your laptop or your notes on the podium, and just behind the podium you're speaking. Please do not do that. Come across the podium, come in front of your audience and speak. When you're able to, when you do not have any obstruction in front of you, you're able to make use of your hands. And that's really important, because your hands, they also reinforce your message, right? So that is really really important. If you want, you people can take a picture of this slide, which talks about um, the body language very concisely and very beautifully. It has covered actually all the points of good body language during public speaking. If you're done, I will move on to the next slide. Please type in yes if you're done clicking the picture or taking a screenshot of it, because this is something which is really important. Say yes if you're done, and I will move forward. Okay, thank you. Now, describe us a time when you have seen a powerful body language. You must have seen somewhere, maybe on TV, or maybe in your office, or maybe in your college seminars, that someone came, spoke so brilliantly, and they had a very good, a very powerful body language. And if yes, you have witnessed something like this, so what is that they were doing that really influenced you in terms of body language? Any experience? Can anyone share if you've seen a TED talk, or if you have seen some political leader giving a speech, or some news anchor, or someone who came to your seminars or any conference that you must have attended? Okay, so Lace is saying don't laugh, but I think you're still putting in something there. Okay. Atraj says that in a seminar I met a person with eye catching body language, and he used to deliver speech. Okay. So, Natraj, if you can also put in um, what was so amazing about this person's body language that influenced you and you still remember. So let's say, with whatever body language it was. So, for example, it was his hands. So, what was it about his hands that you feel was eye catching? If it was his eye contact, so what was it about his eye contact that was eye catching for you? I'll be waiting for your response, Natraj. It could help all of us here. Meanwhile, I'm moving forward. Gestures. So, gestures are something which, again, help us emphasize our points. And gestures not only include our hands, they include our facial expressions also. Okay, thank you. Um, Solis has shared his experience. He says it was his voice. He had slammed the podium first to show power. Okay, all right. So that was basically to kind of grab the attention. Thank you so much, Solis. Now, can I ask you people to smile and observe yourself as you smile? Obviously, we can't see each other smiling, but you can observe yourself smiling. So, smile, just observe yourself, stay in that smile for a few seconds. Okay, thank you, Natraj. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, both of you, Solis and Natraj. So, coming back, can we all smile and just stay in that smile, observe ourselves? If we are done, where on your face did you feel that smile? Where on your face did you feel that smile? Was it around the mouth area? Was it around the cheek area? Was it in the eyes also? Where did you feel that smile on your face? Anyone, quickly, can you please put it in the chat? So when I smile, both eyes and mouth together, yes. So probably for sometimes when we smile like this, our eyes, for some people actually, the eyes become small, and obviously when we smile, our lips become broader and the mouth also becomes broader, and we also feel the muscles of our face changing. Yes, and if we frown like this, right? So just please frown and see where do you how do you where do you feel that frown, where do you feel the frown in your face? Please put it in the chat. Is frown on the forehead? Does it also come to eyes? Does that frown also elicit certain emotions? Is that the frown kind of brings in some negative emotions? So, as we experience these emotions through these facial expressions, um, we also elicit them during our presentations, even during our interviews. And these are spontaneously conveyed to our audience. When we smile, they smile with us because they are able to feel our smile. They are able to feel that smile, that laughter, that happiness in our voice. And when we have a frown, or when we have a question, when we have anger, even that is conveyed to our audience through our gestures. So this was more or less about facial expressions in gestures. Let me talk a little bit about the hand movements under gestures. So as we say that, uh, as I say, I entered a big room, right? Can we all do it together? I entered a big room. Obviously, I cannot see you people, but I can just request if you people can also kind of unfold your hands like this. I entered a big room and it was bright and sunny. So when it is a big room, I have used my hands like this. So it's basically reinforcing the capacity of the room. And I said that it was a bright, sunny room. So if I say bright, it again brings a smile to my face. So please use hand gestures to reinforce your verbal messages. Sometimes it happens, people may say people on my right and they point it towards their left. That is actually contradicting your message. If you say people on my right, you should point out towards right. If you say people on my left, you should point out towards left, right? If you say up above the sky, the finger should go this or hand should go up. So use your hand gestures to reinforce your messages, and this again adds a flavor. It strengthens your points, whatever points you're trying to make. It strengthens your points. And the last thing which I would want, I've been talking about it since yesterday, even today, that do not lose that eye contact with your participants. Look into their eyes and talk. Look into their eyes and question them. Look into their eyes and smile. Um, Look into their eyes when you're asking them for any kind of experiences they share. Because your contact with them is maintained through your eyes first. So, eye contact is something really, really important. And as we end the session, there is a quick activity for all of you. I've put up the slide. It says that for 30 seconds, imagine that you have to introduce yourself in 30 seconds. and your passion or your expertise to a new connection. So you basically have to draft an elevator pitch, which should have ideally just one to two sentences, and you will have to focus as you draft that speech. You will have to focus on varying your pace or emphasizing on a keyword. So, which word is it that you would be emphasizing? Probably you can bold it, you can put it in caps. Also, imagine your body language. Put it in the chat what kind of a body language you have, and what will you do to manage your nervousness be- before you come to deliver that speech. You have 30 seconds to introduce yourself and your passion or expertise to a new connection. You have to draft an elevator pitch, which is just one or two sentences. So, how will you introduce yourself? What are the keywords that you would be emphasizing? Probably you can put that in caps or you can bold it or find out any other way how you would emphasize it in the chat. Just imagine and mention any body language or any posture that you will have while you're delivering that elevator pitch of yours, and also how will you manage that nervousness. I'm looking forward to have this elevator pitch from each one of you. This is something about yourself. How will you introduce yourself and your passion or your expertise to a new connection? And this is an elevator pitch, something which you have to introduce yourself very strongly, and obviously everything positive. Are we all together? Are we doing this? Yes. Can we put it in the chat? Yes. Okay. I'm just looking for one or two sentences. So, suppose if I have to introduce myself, I may write the word as creative, or I may use the word, let's say, um, dedicated or solution oriented. I may use the word as The body language as a specific gesture could be opening my hands or making eye contact with with the connection. And how I would manage my nervousness is definitely deep breaths and taking pauses. That's how I would do it. So, anyone who can also just quickly summarize the session, what we did today, or what are the takeaways from today? Any individual takeaways that you people uh, have for today? Anything from Natraj, Solis, um, Yashwant, or anyone else? So, today, what we covered is basically we spoke about managing our nervousness. We spoke about deep breaths, we spoke about diaphragmatic breathing, visualization, taking pauses, and we spoke about the various elements of controlling voice, which are pitch, pace, volume, and tone. We also looked at how to use the right body language, gestures, and eye contact for delivering a perfect speech. So, with all this, I leave you for today and we meet tomorrow, same time. If you have any questions, um, thank you, Natraj. Thank you so much. If you may have any questions, please feel free to put in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much.